Hello, welcome to Speaking Of. I'm Kate.
And I'm Jared. So, we're just going to jump right into it today.
That's right.
So in our promo shot, I know we've talked to you guys before about how sometimes people like to eavesdrop and jump in onto conversations and whatnot.
Welcome or not.
Yes. So the question before the group that I present to you, our third friend today, is when is it appropriate to overhear something and just jump in with a complete stranger, mind you? I'm talking about if you're at the grocery store.
It depends on the content.
Okay, so this is what happened to me.
And the location, really.
So I'm at the pharmacy yesterday, and I was having some insurance issues and getting some things adjusted. So the pharmacy took me to the consultation side of
Or don't they have
pharmacy.
like a little...
They do. They have a little partition thing going on now so that they can consult patients on...
In private.
And in private is the theory. And granted, I'm aware that this is a partition and voices carry, and I'm not the most quiet people to begin with.
Yes, speaking of voices carry.
So anyway, we're talking about insurance, and the pharmacist asked, so you no longer have this insurance? And I said, no, I don't, and said, please don't bill them, because the last thing I need is, people coming after me for insurance fraud. So the conversation keeps talking, and in the background I hear this woman's voice. I'm completely unaware that I think she's talking to somebody else. Within minute and a half, I become aware that she's talking to me.
From the other side
From the other side
privacy partition.
of the other side of the partition. So I hear her say, fraud? Weren't you talking about fraud? Because she's not getting my attention enough.
This is why I hate people.
So I am like...
One of the many reasons.
Pharmacist is standing in front of me, the wall's back here, and I'm kind of over my shoulder. Yeah, I was talking about fraud. Fraud is everywhere. I just had checking account fraud, and all they did was tell me that it's fraud.
Boo hoo hoo.
I think the point of it was to let me know that she knew what fraud meant. So
She's smart.
Speaking of vocabulary usage.
Oh, nice.
No, well, you and I have talked about this before. There seems to be a trend among our youth, and not just our youth, but our young 20-somethings, where they're using the word aesthetic.
I especially like it when they say things like, I prefer the aesthetics irregardless of... There are words that just aren't words.
Well, my problem is, and this is going for both genders, my body is very aesthetic. And then they seem to think this is an excuse to pose some kind of body shot video. For the boys, it's usually a flex video. For the girls, they're modeling and doing this little twirl.
No.
And it's just not right. And you're probably out there wondering, how does Jared know about these videos?
Some questions are best left unasked.
And we're going to leave it at that. So yeah, I don't like it when people drop words
that they don't know how to say.
Yes, that they don't know how to say, or they sound big and they continue to use them to, I don't know why. Aesthetic. But aesthetic is the new word of choice.
First of all, it's aesthetics. Second of all...
Oh yeah, they'll use it in the singular.
It's not... Well, aesthetic is fine, but... Because it can be aesthetically pleasing. However, it should not reference a person.
Well, you should not use it in reference to yourself. Let somebody else tell you the other.
No, it should not be used in reference to a person, you or anyone else.
All right.
It's not what it's for.
It's for talking about art.
Speaking of art.
Oh, wow.
A friend of mine at work has a website called...
Are we going to do a shout out?
Well, it's called Questions About Art, or Art Questions, I think it's art.
Now, does this person have background to be answering art questions?
No,
or what's this all about?
It's basically a forum for people who are artistic.
Don't get me started.
Stop.
Okay. Anyway, continue.
Anyway.
Forums.
I just had asked if maybe, I went to the website and I'm like, this is really cool, but I was just kind of expecting more of a Q&A about my dad. Because his name is Art. He offered to have a subpage for stuff about my dad.
Has your dad watched the show yet?
I don't know, but he'd better.
He'd better.
Come on, Daddy, watch my show!
It's just one more like. That's all I'm saying.
He has always been our biggest fan.
It's true, and that's why we're concerned mostly with his feedback. So
that's right. Dad, watch our show.
That's all that matters.
Well, I don't have anything. That is a dead end conversation right there. Is what that is. Speaking of dead ends, we take them where we can get them. Okay.
Speaking of dead end, there's no story.
No, it's just a dead end.
Well, I was going to say I can actually go with dead ends, but not a dead end per se, more that we ran into a roadblock. The time, I don't know if I should tell this story or not.
Oh,
it's a good story. No, it's a good story. We can tell it. There was a gentleman Kate fancied.
I don't even know where this is going yet, but I'm frightened.
It's because she fancies a lot.
Not anymore,
Not anymore, she doesn't. But
the spreadsheet is gone.
At this time, she was single, so yes. And we were in the car, and we were driving by said gentleman's house.
Oh, no. No, we have...
Do you want to set up any more of this?
I just want to throw in the fact that this is when we actually were amateur stalkers.
And this is how amateur. So Kate says, pull in his driveway.
Oh, no, wait. I did not say pull into his driveway.
How did that happen
then? We had
then?
passed the house.
Okay.
And...
Because more or less, we're driving by, it's like we're 13 still. People just go with it.
Hey, for all they know, we were 13. We wouldn't have been driving. We were very advanced for our age. At any rate, so we had driven by the house, and we needed to turn around.
Oh, that's right. That's how this goes into dead end.
Right. Even though it actually wasn't a dead end.
It wasn't a dead end.
But oh no, you're right. It was because anyway, whatever. We had to turn around. So I don't even remember which one of us was driving.
It was me.
Okay, so it's your fault.
It usually is.
Decided to turn around. Let's pull into the driveway. And as we pull into the driveway to turn around, guess who walks out of their house?
To take out their garbage.
The Stalky.
So the best part is we're both obviously sitting in the front seat. And as I'm pulling in, he's coming out of the house, so I'm just barely shifting back to go into reverse. We were there for a little bit, long enough for this man to look at us.
Very confused.
Very confused. And luckily, I think that said confusion is the only thing that saved us.
Either that or he's real polite and just never said anything about it.
I'm curious. If you are watching,
and you know who you are,
and you know who you are, comment, because I will laugh and laugh and laugh.
And if you're not sure if it's you, just guess.
Yeah, that might be fun too.
Oh, God.
All right, on that note, we are going to take a break.
And when we come back, I have a dream job for either of us.
Okay, that will work. All right,
job.
don't forget to comment and like, and we'll see you in a minute.